see yourself, you see people talking about you, is that something that you try to completely block out, or is it something you kind of embrace?
I try to block it out. You know, I try not to get too big-headed from everything that's coming my way. So try my best to block it out and remain humble.
Malachi told us a story about how y'all was putting pads on and they're talking about you, I don't know, maybe PTI or around the horn, and you just like kind of just looked up and you just kept going about your business. Are you just kind of just used to the attention by now? Because he said he was amazed.
Been getting the attention since park ball. Something I always handle, with my parents. Something they always instilled to me. Stay humble, stay grounded. And that's just what I've been doing.
I know a lot of every game you're quick to compliment the guys around you, especially the offensive line and what they do. Talk to me just about the offensive line and just how much of a role they play in not only your success, but the running game success as a whole.
They play a big role in everything we do, especially for Brandon Harris, protecting him. I believe blocking is one of the hardest things of football, besides quarterback, because they understand the blitzes. Some people might play games in the front, and they pick it up, especially by blocking for all us running backs. They do a tremendous job each and every day. They go 100% each and every day at practice, and I compliment them. I thank them for that.
Do you think they maybe draw some motivation from knowing that if they can seal that front line for you or Darius or Daryl or whoever, they know that y'all are off to the races pretty much at that point?
Yeah, like I always tell them in practice, even when they're looking sloppy, I tell them we have to pick it up. We have to get better. It's not, to me, it's not a championship effort. And they give it their all every day.
And then how much do you look forward to what you're able to do and the big plays you're able to break, opening it up for the pass game as well?
Well, they call my number. They call the play. I have to get the ball. I try to do my best to help Brandon out. And I think Brandon's doing a tremendous job handling everything. The confidence starts with him. He come in the huddle, he calls the play. Sometimes it's a shocker to everybody how comfortable he is, and he just brings comfort to everybody else.
You talk about playing undefeated Syracuse, playing in a dome.
They're not a sleeper. They're very talented. You have to come out there with an A game, work hard this week, and we'll see Saturday.
They come in as the third-ranked rush defense in the country. Does that kind of grab you guys' attention to know that, hey, this is a pretty good defense we're going up against?
Yeah, it did, man. Just knowing that we can't sleep on them. Everybody, like I said, everybody on our schedule is very talented, and you have to take everything into consideration.
Have you ever been in New York?
Nah, it's my first time. I wish we could go shopping though.
Would you buy another red suit if you did go shopping?
Burgundy probably, not red.
How much do you pride yourself in being a leader for this team?
Well, I had to step it up a notch, as far as when the season started. Not by this example, but voice, by leading them. After every practice, we have a talk, about our goals as a team, and I think that's been a big part of why we're playing so good, practicing so well, preparing so good.
I know a lot of the guys yesterday. I know you don't like to talk about the awards and the possibilities, but everyone else is like, man, we really want this guy to get anything that he can accomplish. How honored are you, I guess, that your teammates listen to you like you told us at our SEC Media Day, but also that they want so much for you?
But just the mutual respect we have for each other. When they're wrong, I correct them, and when I'm wrong, they correct me. That's a part of our brotherhood. I want the same thing for them, even better.
And you obviously had the big game on Saturday, but Darius coming in there having a big game himself. What's it like for you to see him have a big game like that?
Well, let me tell you the story. They said I was close to breaking rushing, whatever, leading single game rushing, but it wasn't my focus. I wanted to see Darryl get his touchdown, Darius, Nick, get their touchdown. And I think football, it's about winning and losing, but it's also about the relationships you build with each other. And I want them to get their first collegiate touchdown. I want them to experience that.
Leonard, when you look at the tape, do you see anything you need to improve on? What do you think you want to still continue to work on?
There's always room for improvement. I'm not perfect. I'm not the best running back in the world. As far as reading my holes, I can get a lot better than that. blocking standpoint of view, and also just understanding the defenses.
You know, one guy you've frequently been compared to is Adrian Peterson. Do you still see it that way, or did you ever see it that way, or is it kind of morphing into who you might compare yourself to?
You know, I never seen it that way because he's where I want to be. You know, I have to continue working each and every day to get to where he's at.
How much have you enjoyed the maturation of Brandon over the first 2 games, and of course for it to continue as the season?
You know, it's been great. You know, I came in with him. You know, we kind of had a bond before we came here, and you know, like I told him, man, it felt like a dream right now. You know, that from high school to college, I think we're doing a tremendous job.
What kind of message does it send to the rest of the conference when you guys have a dominant performance like that Saturday?
I don't know what type of message it's sending, but I just know for a fact that each and every game, every week, we have to come prepared.
One more? Is that it? All right. Thanks, guys.